Traveling to Philippines. Or are you a Filipino? Do you know all of this? If not, then, this your chance to meet a unique transportation found only in the Philippines. Number 1. Calesa. A calesa is a horse-drawn carriage that used to be around the streets. It was introduced to the island of the Philippines in the 18th century by Spanish colonizers, and was initially reserved for noble and high-ranking officials. Presently, but is now mostly ridden for tourists' use. If you happen to visit Vigan, Ilocos Norte, a calesa ride completes the whole experience. Tour along and feel the quaint ambience in the Spanish lanes of the town. Manila, specifically Intramuros, also offers a calesa ride the old-fashioned way with your coachman serving as your tour guide, in all complete costume and all. In Cebu City, this horse-driven cart is a common mode of transportation going to Carbon Market along Magallanes Street. Only in the Philippines, this has made Filipinos proud. Number 2. Tricycle or motorla. Climate is hot in the Philippines, so people do not like walking. For a few pesos they can ride on a tricycle for just a few hundred meters. A tricycle resembles that of auto rickshaws in India and tuk-tuks of Thailand. The tricycle is the Philippine rickshaw. A motorbike or sometimes a bicycle with an attached sidecar. If it is a bicycle, then it is called a pedicab. They are decorated like the jeepneys and gadgets are attached here and there. There are various styles of tricycles. Somehow different is the motorla of Mindanao, Camiguin and parts of Bohol. The passenger room is built around the motorbike and has two facing benches and a seat on each side of the driver. These vehicles are clogging any street or road with their low average speed of less than 20 km per hour inside cities. Tricycles and motorellas usually aren't allowed on transit roads. If you aren't too tall, try it, it's fun. Number 3. Jeepney. Jeepneys are the most popular mode of public transportation in the Philippines. They have also become a ubiquitous symbol of the Philippine culture. Jeepneys were originally made from U.S. military jeeps left over from World War II. The word jeepney is likely a portmanteau word, a combination of jeep and jitney, both words common slang in the popular vernacular of the era, jitney being a popular term for an American taxicab, and a jeep a newly coined term to describe a type of military vehicle. Other sources favor the far less likely explanation that it is a portmanteau of jeep and knee, because the passengers sit very close to each other. They are known for their crowded seating and kitsch decorations, which have become a widespread symbol of Philippine culture and art. For a Sarao jeepney was exhibited at the Philippine Pavilion at the 1964 New York World's Fair as a national image for the Filipinos. Number 4. Trolley. Traffic, flood, MRT congestion, long queues. Here's the Filipinos' answer. In the country's capital city of Manila, people enjoy a unique form of alternative transportation. People make their way in and out of the city through the most unlikely means, the trolley. Most peoples who live along the railroad in the Philippines are using tramp metals or wood to build a trolley. These are improvised modes of transport that run on the very tracks used by the trains of the Philippine National Railways, PNR. The trolleys are controversial on many levels. Critics say they are flimsy and dangerous. But supporters of trolleys claim there are no reported accidents. Passengers say trolleys are very efficient. While some foreigners may feel that riding on trolleys is an extreme sport, it has become a part of life of many Filipinos, taking them to their places of work or school, without the hassles of traffic. It's also cheaper than traditional modes of transportation. Residents along the tracks, for their part, have learned to coexist with trains and trolleys. Number 5. Colaglig. Weird looking but versatile, meet the Calamaty. This is the most unique wheel type of transportation that I've ever seen, only in the Philippines. Calamaty are noisy and strange looking, that's for sure. Calamaty is an improvised vehicle composed of two-wheeled tractor on front and two-wheeled trailer at the end. The concept of this was derived from the original calamaty or tractor designed and used in cultivation of rice fields. This vehicle was popular in northern Luzon, especially in town where means of transportation is difficult. Calamaty is powered by multi-purpose diesel or gasoline engine that can be used in different ways, especially by farmers. It can be used as means of transportation, as tractor in rice fields. It can be adapted to a pump for irrigation of farmlands and fish ponds, and can be adapted in grindstone as grinding machine. And they're not exactly what the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, IIHS. And speaking of insurance, we highly doubt any insurance company would be smart and brave enough to cover them in the event of an accident. Whatever the case, we do have to admire Filipino ingenuity and improvisation when it comes to making the best of what they have. Calamaties, which are makeshift vehicles resembling tricycles, are named after crickets calamaties in the local dialect. They first started as three-wheeled vehicles powered by engines used for outriggers or bangkas, and were originally used by farmers to assist them in plowing their rice fields. The calamaties became a popular vehicle in North Luzon. Over time, they became known as tricyboat in Visayas and Mindanao. Number 6. Habal. Habal is simply a motorbike with driver for rent. They call it a motorcycle taxi, or cart bike or bike taxi, is a licensed form of transport in some countries. In Metro Manila, it is an everyday picture that you see 1 to 2 persons riding on a motorcycle. However, it is not the case when it comes to the streets of Mindanao and some parts of Visayas. Habal is a highly improvised two-wheeled single motorcycle usually ridden beyond its passenger capacity. Since it is used as public transportation, especially in areas with narrow roads, and steeper, rougher terrain, it could possibly carry up to 6 passengers, at the least. Yes, some people might have said that a habal could accommodate more than 10 persons, with baggages ranging from vegetables and groceries to livestock like chicken yet to be included. So are you brave enough to try this? Let me know in the comment. Number 7. Pedicab. Pedicab or pediak is another means of transportation in the Philippines. Pedicab is synonymous to cycle rickshaw, bike-a-cab, cyclo, bikak, trishaw and rickshaw, which is generally refers to a human-powered tricycle designed to carry passengers and goods. In Philippines some called it pediak simply because it is powered by foot in the pedal. Pedicab is widely used throughout the world but most commonly used in South, East and Southeast Asia. In Philippines, the design of pedicab is not far from the motorized tricycle, but the assembler usually choose lightweight materials like metal tubular for framing system and waterproof sheet fabric for cover. Since it is powered by human, no cost for diesel or gasoline, minimal maintenance, and low cost of investment, some are apt to consider this as their job. In Manila, especially in Divisoria, it is already part of daily business. Some passengers choose pedicab because of its cheapest fare for transportation and for delivery of goods compared to tricycle, calamaty or taxi. Number 8. Caraballo with Caratila. An agricultural society where the Philippines was born out, the Caraballo holds a special place in the lives of rural farming communities, and even considered as the national animal of the Philippines. Aside from providing necessary labor for farmers, caraballos are also used as a mode of transportation. It can pull a caratila with 6 or more people, which make it convenient as a form of transportation.